What's good? What's good? What's good? You already know it's on the lock. Ow. Boom. What up? Haha. We in the building. It's popping. Prison, jail, stories, myths, lies, etc. Drum Rizzo. Let's gizzo. Dudes is always asking me, yo, what? Talk about this. Talk about that. The yiggity yak yak, yiggity yak yak. Dudes are bugged out, right? They always want you to talk about what's popping in the prison or stories they hear or heard, right? You can hear me, bro? Could y'all hear me? These dudes are crazy, so they always ask me, and it's good, I guess it's okay. It's okay. You already know. Watch time, gang. My bad. Listen, from now on, I'm going to try to not come on too late. I just know that my late, staying up late peoples is up. You know what I'm saying? Because I used to go live like 5, 6 times a day. This is a fact. For those of you that remember uh, the times of the live days, right? And but I'm gonna go live earlier than that. It's just I was trying to do content. By the way, I posted on Tech for Rec, TEK, the number 4 and REK. We're gonna get into this right now, but let me do my little self promotion thing. So yeah, and my Instagram is on the lockout underscore, not the guy with the lion. Y'all know how it goes. That's a fake page. Dude got one post. I post constantly on Instagram. Facebook is on the lockout. And then the group page, the private group page, it's lockout gang. And I'm gonna be going live and doing like I'm watching the video at the same time with you guys, like sort of like premieres on Facebook. We doing all that. I'm getting to it little by little. Remember, I work alone by choice. Uh, it's better that way. But if you trying to get your whatever heard product out there, whatever, hit me up. I'm also into the business part of YouTube and all these online sites, right? So on Tech for Rec, I posted an app that I use that's free, and you guys are gonna check out the video over there. Tomorrow, I'm posting another app that I use that's free. That's how to start editing your YouTube videos. So this app I just posted over there, I use it on the regular basis. And the one that I'm posting tomorrow is one that I use together with that I incorporate. Altogether, I use like 3, sometimes 4 apps on my phone when I'm editing the content through my phone. And then I pass it on to YouTube or to my laptop or what have you. Sometimes, oh, and mind you, I plug audio into the phone. So I'm going to show all that on the reviews for the microphones and all that. And you're going to see what I use. Microphones that you plug right into your phone with awesome audio. And we always try to get the bang for the buck, right? So like the cheapest, but the best, right? Because nowadays you no need to spend thousands of dollars. You do that when you start generating an income. And I'm only doing this again like hard body, the way I'm gonna go hard right now, because I know it's needed for our peoples, because a lot of us lost our jobs and all that, and are now looking to online as a source of income. With all respects, I said this a long time ago, years, for those of you that have been uh, being family here to us, and said, "Boy, you said this a long time ago that this online thing was always the way to go and be the way to go, because jobs were gonna be a thing of the past. Getting up and taking the train to a 9 to 5 for a minute is gonna be like whoop." And I don't mean to shake nobody up or whatever, but I see things. Um, they getting bad or could get bad, but it opens a window of opportunity for new things. So don't feel down, don't feel hopeless. If you lost your job, if you don't know what to do, if you don't know what direction to take, uh, I will guide you through things that you need to know and give you tips and pointers for you to become a better you and keep succeeding in life. We all know that with this, there's a part of it that it's a business aspect. It's just point blank. It's the way it is. The YouTube or these other streaming sites or recording sites weren't made just for someone to come on and be recreational. It was made for you to, in some sort of way, generate an income, a passive income, so you could survive off of, because you just can't make content and like be broke. That's not gonna work, because the content is not gonna be made without the people's support. So without you guys, nothing moves. More content creators need to uh be aware of this, and I'm pretty sure that they are. But from time to time, it's good to let the people know that you guys are needed. So if you're watching and you ever thought about life is bad for you right now, you lost your job, you're going through a lot, you don't know what to do, you got kids, you got a wife at home, you might be on your own, but you just stuck like, wow, now what? There's another way. I'm not going to say it's a better way. I'm not going to say it's a worse way. I'm just going to say that there's a way. Where there's a will, there's a way, right? One thing that the Almighty, whatever high power you believe in, made that is so beautiful is one day after the next. That you can go to bed and wake up the next day and have another shot or opportunity at doing it all over again and being better at what you had started already. With that being said, moving right along, check out Tech for Rec, TEK, the number 4, and REK, and also Golden Culture with a K. We're gonna post there tomorrow. Also, we also gonna post for my Spanish people or Spanglish, or those that may want to learn Spanglish, New York Rican style. Check out Noticias por YouTube and Cultura de Oro, Cultura with a K, which is Golden Culture in Spanglish. You feel me? So we will be posting there. The content will be put up tomorrow. I did a lot of it. I got up kind of late because I stay up late working for the peoples, and the content will be up tomorrow by approximately 5 p.m. to be exact, or 5:02. You already know, prison and jail, the stories, the myths, the lies. When dudes comment, and this is no disrespect to nobody, and they ask me, "War, what about Mother D?" And I said this before. War, what about Pistol P? And shout out to Pistol P and salute to Pistol P. You know what I'm saying? Salute to Pistol. Salute to Petey Medina, Pistol. I see you in Florida. The picture's official. You already know what it is. Right? So some dudes I know, some dudes I don't know, right? I know a lot of Pistol P's. So like, which one are you talking about? But the one that people always ask me about is, yo, was he the king of Rikers Island? Was he? Listen, believe me, I could tell you one thing. I like, that dude is not lying. You know, and then the rest you have to figure it out on your own. That's all I can say. That dude has no need to lie. You could tell grown man when you see one, right? But me, shout out to Miami and all those people that I know from the Bronx. I know a lot of people that been around them. Like when I go to the BX, there's dudes that I used to be around that are rocking the chain. You feel me? KR. So I can't doodle on somebody. People like to hear negative stories. Yo, but I heard this. Like, you got to see the comments. I can't talk bad about that man or about nobody. And I say this because I heard someone else say the same thing. And I'm like, I've been saying the same thing. People keep doing that. And then in my comment section, I just don't show the comments. Today, yesterday, everybody asking me, yo, what about Mother Dear? What about Pistol P? I'm like, here we go again. They ask me the same questions, then they ask the other person's video that saying, and I know you guys like to hear these stories, and I'm not talking about Pistol P. I'm talking about the stories like Mother Dear, like the riots at the jails. A lot of these stories, if they, whether they real or not, some of them sound crazy, right? And absurd, like, yo, that's crazy. They was doing that, or y'all was doing that, right? Like the oppression situation. Like people was hitting me like, yo, whoa, I didn't know you was like that. Like me, like you're judging everybody for like one or two people might have done or whatever, right? So we got to be more aware of the stories we put out there, and I'm one of those. That's why I never lie. I never super exaggerate my stories, because lying becomes a job. You got to do another lie, then you get caught, then you look dumb. So instead of amplifying my stories, I tone my stories down, because if you don't believe them now, bro, if I tell you like the full into detail, you really be like, yo, that's crazy. That gotta be a lie. Well, it's not, my man. You know, looks are deceiving, my G. Don't get one thing confused with the other. Facts. Why you may perceive in your head to be a real gangster or street dude is completely the opposite of what people been selling you. And that's a fact. That's not a myth. That's not a lie. That's a fact. And real will let you know that, right? So I say all that to say that I can't talk about Mother Dia. Yeah, I heard the same stories that everybody else heard. Most of these dudes that talk about Mother Dia never been around them a day in their life. You know what I'm saying? And maybe some things you want to keep to yourself if you was around him anyway. Like, damn, son, he was your bunkie. Hmm? Scooby Doo, that one. Hmm? 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 First of all, he ain't gotta cut my hair. I go to the barber shop. Tony Brax. Who? And Nene? What? So yeah, man, let's be easy. So me, I'm just like, I can't talk about that. That'll be me being phony, you heard? I can't say like, yo, and shout out, to whoever has done it, because some people that I know personally have done it. So I don't want them to feel like I'm doing cocky on them, you heard? But I'm not. That's why I don't say no names. If it don't apply, let it fly. I'm not gonna sit here and tell stories about, yo, but I heard. Like, if we get into conversation here, I'll be like, yeah, but I heard. Probably I'll get into the conversation. But to make content, like, I cold-heartedly believe the story, and yo, I'm telling you, they was getting it in. Plus, I'm not even trying to show off or sound tough. Anybody that knows me knows. Cameron voice, like Cameron said, I always say it. Tough guys don't come on the internet and act tough. Usually dudes that are like that come here and be regular. You feel me? I feel comfortable when I come here. I feel like I could chill, relax, and just tell my story and be me. Cause I come all day from being in the hood like right? I'm home. I'm with my YouTube family. It's a great thing, right? This not gonna happen. This doesn't happen in a lot of people's lifetimes. So we gotta be more grateful. I'm grateful. I'm grateful for having my YouTube people, my YouTube family. I'm grateful for having my Facebook, anybody, Instagram, anywhere people follow me, library, Twitch TV, what is it, Rumble. You know what I mean? Whatever. Mixer, wherever we at, right? Embedded in other websites. I'm grateful wherever you see my content at, I'm grateful. Even if you trying to cheat and beat and take the content and try to make your own money from it and all that, I'm grateful. Thank you. It all boosts up the thing, right? A lot of people like, war, I think you deserve more subscribers than what you got. You've been doing this. You've been saying this. I see dudes, they copied you. Listen, I don't look at it that way no more. And I look at it like, you know what? It is what it is. I've done that, been there. You know what I'm saying? Everybody got their turn. My whole thing is this. I don't really conversate about dudes that I don't know, and not trying to show off or sound stuck up or whatever. It takes a lot to impress me. So when people be like, yo, I heard this guy did that, I'm like, if you heard what I did, you be bugging out. You be like, that's not, you understand a lot of things. That's just the way they go, man. But shout out to everybody that's storytelling. A lot of dudes now out of nowhere, which is cool. Dudes is telling their story, their prison story, whatever it may be. I mean, it is what it is. People are locked in. They trying to figure it out. But if you're going to make content and you're going to tell a story about you being locked up, I mean, at this point, if you try to make your channel a Rikers Island channel, it's going to be like, Wah. So, I mean, my advice would be like, just tell your story of when you was there and keep it moving, and you could do other content about prison, about what happened, but to keep naming it that, like somebody else's podcast show is like crazy, right? So, because I seen dudes do that and they asked me, what you think about this? I named my show On the Lockout Atlanta or whatever. I'm like, bro, what you think this is? Love of hip hop? Like, I supposed to get a cut from that. That's my name. You know, you didn't even ask me. I didn't co-sign that. You feel me? Like the people just think they could take your name and just use it. Like at that part, it's a business. You can't get mad if it's just a fact when somebody's team reports it or whatever. It's a business. You can't just take people's videos and generate an income or from my work. So that's just the way it goes. Those are just the rules, you know. And fair use is not really fair use. You need to look what fair use means. People are bugged out. But anyway, uh, there's a way that you do it. Just don't do it with mine. I'm telling you now. People make videos about me. You could do that all day. You just help the content creator with that. So, but other than that, man, there was times I was locked up on Rikers Island in prison and jail. All these stories, I had old timer COs that been around for centuries tell me, look, and I said this before, most of those things are myths. Or, you know, I've been around a long time. I've been hearing them stories. I was there when things happen, and the CO was like, dudes need to stop. Like, these dudes need to hit a stop sign and relax. Like, stop it, Poppy, for real. Because in reality, a lot of these dudes, if they was around them dudes, and I'm not saying you, I'm just saying, like, you know, a dude that's never been in the hood that you know what I'm saying? And there's dudes that really start believing that they know these people. I mean, I don't think you lock out. So stop, Bobby. Stop. What up, though? You already know what this is. It's on a lockout, bro. Uh, how's everybody feeling? How y'all been doing, man? Hopefully everything's been good at your homes and everything, you know, and y'all been doing the right thing, man. It is important. It is very important that you stay away from people, man, and you stay safe. Let's remember that. Stay safe. You feel me? What's good? How we doing? From time to time, we like to change the scenery because we get kind of dizzy staring at the same colors. You heard? You be like, wobbly, wobbly, wobbly. What up? Smash that like button, bro. Splash it. Boom, splash it, you heard? Splash it. Buck 76 that. So, this is the thing. If you thinking about opening a channel, you already know what it is. You got to just do it. Self-care is important for facts. So you gotta there's a lot of people right now that are running to buy computers, that are running to buy things that they need for content. I'm gonna start showing you all that in depth, step by step, what I use. And I told you guys that I would, you know, I have that content, but I don't like posting old content. So I will be refreshing up the Tech for Rec page. I just posted there tonight, right before I got on here. A few people already seen there and told me, "Well, I like the video; it's kind of cool." The minutes that it says there, it's like a 10-minute video. It took me exactly that to make it. I didn't even think about making it. I didn't even nothing. I just worked through my OCD, boom, and finally did it. Because I get tight. If it's not one thing, it's another. The microphone, the little pin that you put here, because I used one of those little mics. Anyway, it comes with 2 clippings. They make like the cheapest clippings in the world, no matter which good one you buy. And I guess it's so you could keep buying the clips. But I figured out a way to clip it where I don't need that part that broke. Facts. So I just threw those 2 pieces away because this doesn't even. I don't even know why they made those. uh, the wind touches that and they break. So I broke it the first time. I put it away. I never used the mic again. Now finally I used the mic. I got a review on that microphone. I got a review on some other microphones that I got a review on how to make a whole setup for Facebook, Instagram with the lights. See, I have a whole studio setup in here. Y'all seen all my lights and everything, and the green screen, everything super professional. My mixer, my headphones. I got like 8 microphones, bro, and I only use one. The other ones are brand new, except the little one I used today. You know what I'm saying? And cameras, I got about nothing to brag or show off about, but I got a few. I got more than 5, and I only use one. Never mind the one the computer comes with, and my phone. My I got like 3 phones. One I only use. The other two are brand new. So you could take your phone cameras and flip them where your laptop is using your phone cameras as a different angle to catch you. So you show different angles during your recording. So I'm gonna get into all that. If you guys want to check that out, it'll be cool. Also, just for you to learn, one thing that's important is that you learn how to edit your videos, how to post. Your audio is important. That when people are listening to you, it's not like because they'll tune off from the gate. It's bad enough when they see you, they hating. People love you till they think that you made it a little bit, and they be like, "Ah, nah, I'm changing this." Or we the type of people that if you're Spanish and it's not a Spanish dude that's telling the story, you be like, "Ah, who's this dude?" Boom, and you change it. Or if you're a black dude, you change it. Well, he's not a gangster. He's lying, bro. He's Mexican. He's Puerto Rican. He's not a gangster. We got a misconception of what a gangster looks like. Gangsters don't have a face, bro. Your real killers and gorillas and $100 billers, they don't come with face, bro. You can't see the heart. It's in here, bro. You gotta do surgery, and even then, you won't be able to figure it out. Or two, everything AT&T's you, you heard? Reach out and touch someone. Yeah, what's up? So what up? These are very important because you always know what's going on. So when some people ask some guys, "Oh, why you guys all wear them headphones and all that?" It's because you're recording, and at any time it stops. You don't know if you're recording or not. You like a bozo. And other companies, YouTube, other streaming platforms or whatever, pick up that you're taking this seriously. It is your profession. It is what you do, and it is what you love. And you're not doing this for play. You're doing this because you want to be there for yourself and the people. With that being said, it's always going to be lockout. We that gang. ¿Qué pasó? What up? Splash that like button. I never say that. I never do that. You already know what it is. Water's free. Soap is on me. Báñate, cabrón. Báñate. Yeah, so as always, when you make videos, content, bro, take a shower, iron your clothes, look presentable. I'm giving you tips because people got it confused that this is just a prison channel. We more than a prison channel, bro. We get it in. But I also got tech channels for that. I also got news channels for that. I also got hip hop culture channels for that in English and Spanish. I've been had over 5 YouTube channels. This wasn't yesterday or when this channel took off a little bit. I ran at the opportunity. That's been there. Look at the about section of the page. That's how you find out the year that the person opened up the channel. And then do the rankings and the search and find out at what point did the channel start moving somewhere where it actually became a channel. You feel me? That's a fact. And then you know what's going on. But with that being said, man, make content that matters always. Don't be like a lot of these dudes that, you know, if you're gonna come off and just all day reporting about somebody else, it's gonna be just that. The minute you stop reporting about somebody else or talking garbage about somebody else or whatever, people are not gonna dig you because they knew you as the drama queen. You know what I'm saying? Once you stop being a drama queen, it's like, all right, it's over now. Now what's up? What's next? So you gotta know how to evolve. That's the reason why I've always been on other platforms, on other streaming, social media sites and things like that. Because if they decide to lights out, boom, and shut a lot of channels off, and even yours, then where you gonna go from there? How the people gonna find you? So the best thing to do is do what? Open up a www.com, your own website where people could find you and link them there. But keep it on the, cause a lot of companies get tight because they know at any given time you could take your people with you. And that's what you gotta wanna have. You wanna have people's emails. The emails is important. Like, yo, brother, could we holler? Yeah, but email me. You get their email. Why? Because every time you got something new, you don't need no streaming platform, no recording on that to let them know. You can notify them through email. You feel me? So we gotta use our brain a little more because we're smarter than a fifth grader. You heard? A lot of people probably don't remember that show, but so you already know, man. Make content that matters. Prison, Rikers Island stories, what's going on Rikers Island, uh, a lot of other things. I don't know why this just went there, but I was not trying to do that. So I try to press a button that's supposed to be here, right? For advertisement. I was looking for. I don't know what happened to it. I guess I never pressed it somewhere else. Hold on, give me a minute. My bad. So yeah, make content that matters, bro. That's all I'm saying. You heard? Yeah, they shut it off on their own, so you got to turn that on back on your own too on them. That's just the way it goes. I don't know why it's still off. Why they still did it that way? Okay, now it's on. See, this is when they play with you. This is when they play with you. You heard? That's when they coming for you. So yo, don't play with dudes. Like, if anybody say anything that sound crazy, just get them up out of here. Like, I don't like dudes. I don't even if it sounds crazy, we don't play that. I don't play that. Yo, I don't care about these little dudes. Like they not important. You know what I'm saying? Like, we never dealt with trolls here. There's never trolls on this page. I block thousands of people. The people that we have blocked on all our social media sites and all our YouTube pages, people could start like 30 YouTube pages. Facts. Once in a while, I let off like 5 people out the box from time to time. But other than that, do stay in the box. I'm not that barely, whatever you want to call him, blood barely, whatever. I'm not that dude. I don't take shanks or pound cakes or honey buns to get dudes out the box. But from time to time, I let 2 or 3 knuckleheads out the box, boom, boom. And if they act up again, then they don't come back at all. But sometimes there's another strategic way, just so you can know. You don't block them fully. What you do is you stop them from commenting. So you leave them there so he could look, so it could kill the person more. It could damage their cells that you're growing, and they still staying at a super like minute. Like your first time up north, if you ever went to shock or high impact, whatever, parole violation, whatever, and you go like that for the food, this is like this. You heard? Like the like their baby. So what up? You already know, man. So make content that matters. Love all people, man. Tomorrow we definitely going live early. I'm gonna make sure I go live early. I got a lot of content to make. Yo, Yelly, you gotta call me because I lost your number because my phone had got lost. So if you see my number, they hit it or text me or something so I know it's you. Nah, I got stabbed and shot. I was in 6 comas. Facts. But it was always because I did something major. It wasn't like somebody just came, heard me, and said boom or you know what I'm saying? Like it was crazy. You feel me? But nah, I don't do that buck 50 thing. Like they tried, like more than I can't even count. But nah. I'm nice with the hit ends. Facts. You see, like sometimes I don't even like talking about things like that because it takes me to my negative. I feel it takes me back to the warpath. You know what I'm saying? Like facts. But it's all good. It's all part of, the questioning and things. But I'm not into being interviewed. You know what I'm saying? So I don't take questions lightly because it's all good. I'm not saying you, but a lot of people like, yo, you should go on all these interviews. Like people been asking me for interviews. I'm probably gonna do 1 or 2 interviews. The thing is, like, once I start doing the interviews, I don't stop. I go like on a world tour of interviews, and a lot of feelings are gonna be hurt. You know what I'm saying? Like real crushed, because it's gonna be like the truth about their lives, like the heading, boom, like what's up, like you feel me? And people are gonna feel like you talking to them or about them, which I don't care, like at all, about this dude, that dude, whatever dude anybody knows. Like I'm not that dude that cares. You feel me? But what I'm saying is this: dudes are gonna be mad because dudes know they've been lying. You know what I'm saying? And people been buying it. And the truth is gonna blaze them. Like they're gonna wish. Actually, they're gonna have the corona beetle. You heard? Facts, literally. You get it? Corona. Yeah. So it's just like that. You heard? But sometimes dudes gotta realize that I don't know who told them that that them dudes like all of them passed away. You feel me? And left them in charge. But shout out to everybody, man. Y'all already know what it is. Shout out to all my people, man. If you are out there, man, trying to survive and all that, watch yourself. If you gang banging, try to stop doing a lot of negative things. Like sometimes you could bang intelligently. You don't need to bang in a violent way. Don't get it twisted. I've been there, done that. But sometimes you gotta hear things from a dude that will tell you, if I could, a lot of things I won't change, but a lot of shit I won't do the same. Sometimes coming up in a lot of things, sometimes you don't realize that you're hurting your own people too. Like you trying to stand up for your people, but in the process, you took a lot of your people. They felt that pain, and it could have been for your own war that you was trying to fight. You heard? Facts. So sometimes when you in position, you deter from the real mission. So if you in that position, don't deter from the real mission of uplifting your people as a whole. And what is upliftment? It can't be banging. It can't be violence against another man that looks just like you. It can't be black on Hispanic violence. It can't be black on black violence. It can't be white on white violence. It needs to be an economic growth of the people, a mental growth of the people, a growth that is complete, whole, and unbreakable that no outsider could reach, a bond, a belief, a group of people striving for the same goal. And I don't know if a goal is a goal, if it's always negative, because I don't see no super good reward at the end. You understand what I'm saying? Not even in the movies does it end that way. I knew very few successful drug dealers, very few successful gangbangers. But the theory is now that people are starting to see some of these dudes start not only channels, because we can't bad talk YouTube for all the great things that it has done for our peoples as a whole. A lot of people would still be running the streets if it wasn't for YouTube. But yet come on YouTube and be like, I don't need this YouTube shit. Or come on YouTube and portray to be a YouTube tough guy, a YouTube gangster, and disrespect everybody on the tube and their own people, their same gang, other gangs, what have you. I done that, been there, grew out of it. So at times I understand it. But in 2020, during such a big crisis as the one that we're in now, who continuously keeps on stepping on their own people when their people are in so much pain and desperation, and the thought of that I may not be here tomorrow is vivid and constantly playing in a person's head. And unless me and you are from two different, super different planets, then you may not be thinking the same as me. You might wake up with no worries. I don't know. Your name may be Boozy. And be like, man, I ain't got no worries. I do threesomes every 2 weeks. That shit sound dumb. So, you know, when somebody says, I'm not going to wear this, I'm not going to wear that, I don't care about that. That shit don't pertain to me. Those are the same people that are sleeping around without condoms, spreading diseases and spreading viruses. And that is the same way that that virus got to you. With all respects, I love all people, but I love you well enough to tell you that you need to protect your gums. You need to protect your tongue. You need to protect your nose. You need to protect yourself. And at the same time, you're protecting and saving a lot of people. And now when these dudes have a platform, whether you have 100 people viewing your channel, whether you have 5 minutes of watch time, whether you have 1,000 hours of watch time, because we already know, we already learned years ago that subscribers and view count is only good for the eye. It doesn't mean that your content is being watched. It's just facts. So you could play somebody that's new at this with that, but you can't play the dudes that been doing this and the people that really are into the technical parts of all these platforms. Because 30 people could tune in right now and say, ooh, what the hell is that? I'm out of here. But it still counts as a view. But your watch time and your analytics, your watch time in your YouTube studio, if that green arrow is pointing up, it means you're on your way. And hey, if it's not up, then you come back and you do it again. You never give up. So we're not doodling on nobody. We're just trying to state facts. That sometimes we get lost and gassed up with, man, I got 1 million subscribers. Yeah, they inactive. They like gang members nowadays, bro. They like these dudes online claiming gang, gang, gang. But they not active. They don't go to no meetings, bro. They don't report to nobody. Nobody knows about them, not even one person. And sometimes the dude on their block or a few block radios might know about them. So real quick, yo, get in this video with me. Yeah, we gang. But if you're from Manhattan, go to the meeting in the Bronx. See if they accept you the same way. You're not active. You're confused. And you don't know which way to go. Like the dude, like the bro said in the video. These motherfuckers, they confused. You know, the fear when he said the dudes is they were confused, right? The one that everybody wanted to diss with the tank top and the chanclas, right? There was just expressing himself and how he felt. Looks are deceiving on what a real killer gorilla is supposed to look like. But these dudes is confused. You heard? You're not active, Poppy. It looks like you active, and we don't want you to be active. We want the world to be as one. You know what I'm saying? We don't need you to be an active gang member. We need you to be an active gangster. And when I say gangster, I mean a man that takes care of his family, that takes care of his kids, that's gonna get a platform if he gets one and say, all right, from time to time you can act confused, or you could say, you know what, I'm really here for the people, and I'm gonna show it in this way, because I'm gonna tell my people that, all right, I can't vote, but if you want change, I could tell you who I think you should vote for. I could encourage 1,000 people to go vote, so that then we don't have to be crying when the same dude is in office. Because if you didn't think that the plan was already made, then there's something really wrong with your brain. You see, you don't want to replace a president with another one when this one really knows already of what's going on with viruses and wars and everything that's going on. Like, the thing is so big already that there can't be no replacement, because it's too much to explain. So, for the next few years, it's all going to be the same. But what you could do is make an impact on people and start, putting out there that change is good, uncomfortability is good. That it doesn't have to be a Puerto Rican man up there, a Mexican man, a white man up there, a black man up there. That I could be black, he could be orange up there, but I'm going to vote for him because his beliefs is he's with the people. Not that, man, I'm not voting because ain't no Spanish dude up there. I'm not voting because ain't no black dude up there. So when the dude is put back up there that you always talked about, that you dislike and didn't do nothing for your people, please do not be continuously to be one of the ones crying online. Because this is turning into an R. Kelly app. All these apps, it's like our people are always crying about something, but yet are the last ones to do anything about something. We have a platform, something happens with a rapper, the first thing we want to report is the rapper first. What about you report that the N95 mask that the government had ordered, they was about to spend millions of dollars on, that cost 50 cents. There was people all over the world, and this one company, they got caught up for trying to sell the mask for $5 and $7 to people because they want to make money off the next man's suffering. And it's one thing if you're going to sell masks, but it's another to say, man, I want 30 times the amount of money for my mask. Yeah, so what if it delays the process and a few people got to die because you ain't got the bread? You're the government. You get it from somewhere. So you know what our government do? You try to rob us? They went, locked down all the warehouses and took homeboys' masks. What's up? You think it's a game? You just got stuck up by the biggest gang in the world. Because mind you, you try to play us. We figured out you had 1,000 something. You had a few somewhere. So we got to confiscate them from you. Now, you got to be crazy if you confiscate those masks and you just using them for evidence at trial. There's people that need them. Those masks are going out. And instead of homeboy getting some type of the bread, he got to charge. So, things like that you got to report. I mean, things like that we got to talk about, that to be careful, because there's people scamming people for money, for masks, that the masks don't exist, that they trying to sell them in abundance, a lot of them, right? Even to the government, they try to get them. But they mess with dudes with guns and the ability and the capability to do whatever they want when they want to. So then they reversed it, boop, and stuck them up and said gang shit. Right? And now, what's up? So, when we report things, sometimes we talk about nothing. We don't even make the viewer feel good anymore and tell them that, look, you're important. And if you got issues, I got issues. If you ever thought about hurting yourself, or maybe like you don't want to be here, or before you die in pain, like you take yourself out, I felt the same. At times, I still feel the same. If you're homeless, you know what? I was homeless at one time too. Like, these are facts. I'm not just saying to say it. I was homeless at one time too. If you have an addictive personality, I'm just like you. I had an addictive personality for years. I broke out of it so you could break out of it. Today, I'm addicted to online, social media, and generating an income because there's a difference of just having a social media addictive personality and being addictive to social media because you're teaching something to the people and you're giving people something. And in return, there's a reward for you, and there has to be. And up to we understand that there's a problem, but not only is the person should be entitled to get his reward with no problems, it's because you're giving back to the community. Okay, well, this is how I did it, because you can't keep it unless you give it away, and that's gonna go a long way with people. And that's why I do this, and that's why I teach, and that's why I have my Tech for Rec channel, and that's why I tell my stories at times. It's just so I can grasp, right? Because our people at times could be so negative, so thuggish, right, that you gotta talk to them in the same lingo that we all understand, so you could grasp their attention and then say, "Excuse me, psych, we all that, we did that, been there. But the Almighty Father, whatever your higher power is, send me to holler at you, homie." Facts. That if you keep going the way you going, you're gonna end up the way I was. In 6 different comas, metal in different parts of your body, stabbed up, shot, not wanting to live anymore, trying to commit suicide every day, waking up not remembering what happened not only yesterday, but for the whole last year. Parts of your memory erased. People having to repeat things to you. I had to relearn my speech on like 3 or 4 different occasions because I was talking different. And to today, sometimes I hear it, I feel it kick up. And when I would talk to myself in the mirror, I would cry because I knew that it was funny style, that it was different, until I mastered it. I had to relearn a lot of things all over again. And when I seen certain people that I had problems with, that these things happened with, because I had did a whole lot of things to them. Like, don't get it wrong, they probably had more than a speech problem. And God bless Meg, and I hope he gets better, man. I was over there one time, my neighbor in Sunset Park, and a few other people, they helped me understand. They were like, "Yo, well, but you know, you did A, B, and C, like, cause homeboy, yo, he might come around, right?" I'm like, "Oh, he hanging out over here now? Oh, it's on." So they like, time passed, like, and for somebody that was that I know that they put in work in my hood, and in what's not my hood, in the penitentiary system, like I was there with them when they came through for their body in 96, 95, 96. I was in HDM with Blade Warrior that just came home from doing 30 that Meg made the video about. As a matter of fact, when I was in 1B, I said this, I just never left the story up. Things had popped off because Warrior got it popping. And the time that I got it popped, I came from 1B, me and Dizzy, boom, and popped. And that's how we got in trouble. Me, Lucino, Warrior, everybody. So he's home. So that story, the people were like, "Oh, that's a lie. You was never in 1B and all that." The dudes that was with me that the situation happened for is Meg's co-defender. Facts. So if it was about verifying, dumb dudes would have told me, "Yo, shut up. You lying. You was never in HDM." You understand? Because just go back and look at their Instagram. Look at their videos. Meg, BK. Do they look like they're going to accept me lying like that so much? But again, we're not here to prove nothing to nobody. You understand what I'm saying? It's just my facts. They're myths, you heard? They're lies, you heard? So I say all that it doesn't always have to be about negativity. But although once in a while, it's sad that you got to let the people know, like, you can't do that with me. I'm not Toto. You know what I'm saying? Like, and listen, I'm a big believer. I seen dudes like not be like a super tough guy, and 2 years later you see him and the dude is a monster, and you like, yo, son ain't like that. And dudes are like, nah, he really like that. I don't know the dude that you knew from 15 years ago. And that's what I'm trying to get at. Like, even in my neighborhood, like we was always wild. But when I left my neighborhood, like where I live at fully, is where I really started getting wild. So a lot of dudes that are still back there, they don't know what's for that, for the me being in a coma, getting shot. Because even though we was wilding, we was young. 13, 14. You understand what I'm saying? So you know him when he was a kid. You don't know him as, you feel me? A lot of dudes don't know you as Killer Ben, whatever your name is. They know you as Juanito. You know what I'm saying? So when he refers to you, he's like, oh, Juanito? And dude is like, nah, Killer Ben, B. And he got mad bodies under his belt. But you look at him as a nice dude because when you left him, that's who he was. Bobby, things change, people change, you know? Life goes on. And that's what we got to do now. We got to move on and go on. Because we can't stay stuck in this thing that, yo, this thing is driving us crazy and it got us all locked down. And what am I going to do now? It's got to be a thing like, yo, I got this. Because when you got locked up, you held it down. If you ever been robbed, I never been robbed, but you try to hold it down, right? When they interrogated you, held it down. Well, hold this down too. Don't let nothing defeat you. And you want to know the best way to beat things like this in life? Is do exactly as you told. Stay home. Use precaution. Don't go near other people. And you should be all right. You know what I'm saying? And if you want to make content, take the time out. This is the time, bro. I don't know what are you waiting for, what are you playing for. If you got laid off of your job and you had to go to that unemployment thing and you're worried about what you could do, get into the online. Because for a long time, the money that's going to be coming through is going to be online money. Like, whatever income you generate from online isn't going to be stopped. But are people just going to freely be grabbing a green dollar bill from the next man's hand? For the next few months, I doubt it. This belief that we want to believe that we're going to be let go from this, you know, everybody's outside, but this is all going to end tomorrow. It's not the actual reality, you know, but the reality is that you could do something positive with all this, that you could make this turn around and you could actually use this as a golden opportunity to reinvent yourself. You could use this to become a better you and to better you in the lives of those around you as a whole, friends, family, whoever. Because with what your friend don't want to take out the time to learn, if you learn it, you could reinforce it on him and show him and be like, nah, G, you got to check this out. Look. And then maybe he would listen. At times we just see people like they just want to talk online or they just trying to kill time and things like that. So it may not, you know, come to them right away. It takes some people more time than others. But with that being said, man, y'all already know, man, it's just Warpath on the lock. I hope you learned something here today. Not only get some little, you know, sometimes people perceive or pick up everything to be negativity. It doesn't work that way here. I wanted to stop by and show y'all some love and some motivation and dedication and determination in what we do. And hopefully in the same way it could rub off on some of you guys. And I could let you know that things are going to get better, but we got to put in our part, right? Like, everything is not just going to be handed to you. Like, what are we going to do? What role are you going to play in this to make it better for you? I don't know. But I could tell you one thing. I could tell you what I do know, that you do not need, whether you talking about prison, whether you talking about anything, whether you talking about current events in life, whether you're talking about trending topics, you don't need to show your face in order to make videos and generate an income on no media site. You could just put up pictures and your voiceover and people won't even know it's you. You be more lit than your next door neighbor that's probably a super famous person all over Hollywood. And they won't even know it's you until they find out. And they'll be like, oh, mija, this is what this pendejo does. This pendejo's a famous guy online, mija. See, that's Maria's son. Who? Maria, the gossiper, the lady that's always out the window. And shit like that. you know, and you could wake up feeling good about yourself. There's days you're gonna feel good. There's days you're gonna feel mad. There's days that somebody's gonna mention your name online and you're gonna be wanting to tear them apart and do a whole bunch of things to them. But I mean, are you really? And some of us are really, right? But are you really? I don't know. And you got to be careful with that, right? Because some people are more loose than others, and sometimes you don't have to live the movie. Like rapper fans live the movie. Like more people got hurt in the world or for killing each other when the incidents happen, like with Biggie, Tupac, and all this thing. Then people just look at two deaths of two famous people, but don't look at the fact that a lot of people died after that just off of arguments on who was the better rapper, on arguments of who was still alive. That's crazy. The things that our people do, the extremes that they go to violence on another black man or another Spanish man, or for people that, yeah, they super icons. We respect them. Shout out Big Pun. Rest in peace, Pun, the twin. Love you, boy. You already know. But kill each other or for people that you didn't even know. The cop that told his story, the first responder on this other guy on Vlad's show, receiving death threats and all that. He's like, bro, I try to help the dude. He tried to help Pac, he said, right? And it was just crazy that he received so much death threats when he showed his face. People were like, oh, you probably killed him. Like he said, I try to save him. And the last words that Pac told him were F you. When he said, yo, who did this? Who did this? Cops shot. Pac said, F you. You know, and then people, the comments is like, yo, he was a gangster to the end. He ain't F with cops. Bro, you know how I looked at it with all respect to Tupac? You know, you took our ignorance all the way to the end, bro. You showed those people how we get down, blacks and Spanish people, bro. I would have flipped it on him, and then I really would have left as a person where like, you know why? He was a teacher. He was an icon. I would have said, I love you to that white dude. If I felt that he was that much of a piece of shit. Never mind, I'm not throwing at Tupac. Never think that or trying to, you know, degrade him in no way. Because people take these videos and it'll be on the news tomorrow. What I'm saying is sometimes when you have opportunity, we don't take them. And I looked at that as even to the end of this time that you're here on this earth. Any second the opportunity presents himself, you got to think about it as what is it going to do for you? How is it going to end up for you? And what type of legacy is it going to leave behind for you? And even though he left a crazy big legacy, that would have been a cool one to me. And I mean, of course, not to some people believe that there's big racial stuff. And I'm not into dividing people. I'm into uniting people here on the lockout. So if that's you, then I'm sorry. But I would have told that white officer during my death, I would have said, thank you, I love you. And that would have shocked them more. And when he would have repeated that and that Vlad show, it would have been super touching. Because we see things in reverse. When somebody does something negative, we applaud it. So nothing changes if nothing changes. This is On The Lockout. You already know my name is Warpath. Stay tuned tomorrow. Content on all my channels. Gang shit. On The Lockout. Lockout Gang. We the best. I love y'all, family. Thank you for tuning in.